Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Navy Midshipmen, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 12. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Right on the money. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his...
He's loose on the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the run, it's Knox. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 10th play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man in the middle.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. Trying to keep the drive alive. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there. forces second down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Floating away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rivers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Fresno State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. How about the Zipnis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Navy comes to the line, facing 2nd and short. Trying play action. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Navy!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rivers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bring in the heat. And the heat gets there. 14-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. It's Watson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his guy...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, midshipman. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I'm not...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
After 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That's caught. It's Knox. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. San Diego State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of the 6-1-9. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Clears the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's McClain. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Prime.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. On the move, it's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it down to the 32, 1st and 10 coming.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it back to the 24-yard line. This defense loves to feast on takeaways. Fresno State takes over. The offense will go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial.
It's a seam wide open, and he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glam. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Blue. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. got it in the middle. It's Pride. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's McClain. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up a third down.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Navy offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively.
Touchdown, midshipman! And the beatdown has ensued. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. This drive will be more productive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, and at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field.
Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And he is brought down, but What a move he put on that first defender. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Rivers.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rivers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen,
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came